Hello, amiibros. This is Jason of games.Shock, and yes, I'm pointing at my Nintendo Switch. Why? Because I'm going to be doing a collection video. Now, if you watched my last one, which was my Wii U collection, and I said I was going to do a PS2 collection after this one, forget I said that. I'm going to wait for the PS2 collection. And plus, I'm starting to get a little bit tired of doing these collection videos, and I want to get to something else because it's 2018 and I've just been doing nothing but collection videos. But yeah, that's not the point of this video. I'm going to go over my Nintendo Switch collection. I have a total of 22 games for the system. I have 14 physical games and 8 digital games, and that includes demos, by the way. So yeah, my thoughts on the Switch. The Switch is my favorite Nintendo console, hands down. This thing just left a mark pretty much in its first year just on its own. Like, it had some of the most acclaimed games of the year last year. 2017 was already a pretty amazing year for games as it was. But yeah, now I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, the Switch is, if you could tell, the Switch is one of my favorite systems of all time. But yeah, there's not a lot of games for it right now because it's only been year one. And enough of me rambling. Let's get on to the digital games and with this collection video, as always. So now, let's start. And now it begins with Has Been Heroes. So, not really much to say about this game. I haven't played this game in months, actually. This is actually one of the first games I actually got for the Switch. I got my Switch back in April. So there wasn't really like a lot to get for the Switch. I got my Switch the day before Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, so I was at I guess okay point to have a Switch back when the system was in really high demand. But it Has Been Heroes, it's an okay game. It's an RPG, sort of a strategy RPG, where you basically just continue walking and you have to take down your enemies within a time limit. It's a roguelike. It's basically like the Binding of Isaac with RPG elements. But I haven't played Binding of Isaac. But it's an alright game. The biggest problem with the game is that it's way too hard. I mean, I've only ever completed one run of the game, and that's it. I will try and play some more of it, but until now, that's why it's at the bottom of my Switch. I haven't played it in a while. And then next one is Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Now, Shovel Knight, as we all know, is a Kickstarter that actually ended up being successful. Yay. When do you ever see one of those? Probably once in a blue moon. But Shovel Knight is a really fun platformer. Indie platformer. Now, I've never played DuckTales on the NES, well, because I don't have an NES, but I think this game took inspiration from DuckTales on the NES. I'm not completely sure, but it's still a fun game on its own. It's just, I'm really curious to see, like, what King of Cards is going to be like this year. Alright, next! Alright, next is Snipper Clips, Cut It Out Together. Now, I'm sure some people probably got introduced to this game because now it's physical. So, as we all know, Snipper Clips is a puzzle game that's pretty much reliant on its co-op, because if you try playing the game on your own, you're gonna have a hard time going around cutting stuff and completing the puzzles. So that's pretty much what I have to say, because again, and I also got this game on my Switch along with Shovel Knight. It says I didn't have a lot of games to play on this system, so that's why I played it a bit. Co-op's very fun, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep rambling on and on. Next! Alright, next one is the demo for Lost Sphere. Now, I don't know much about this game. I kind of got bored of it after, I think, 20 minutes. I think it's supposed to be an RPG, but I don't even know if there are already battles in the demo, so that's why I haven't really played it that much. Next! Project Octopath Traveler Demover, which intrigued me a bit more than Lost Sphere, probably because of the graphic style of the game. You know, the HD 2D that Square Enix is been promoting the game for. Like, look at all these environments. We made some nice looking HD 2D. Look at all these sprites with this HD graphics. It looks amazing, doesn't it? I know. That's not gonna sell me on a game. I want to see the combat. I want to see what that's like. And yeah, I still haven't played a lot of this, so what are you gonna do? Plus, well, I'm curious as to see what direction the game goes, because I think it's supposed to be like Final Fantasy in the 90s, so I don't know. Next! Okay, so here are the last 3 games I have for the digital side of my Switch library. So I have Stern Pinball Arcade, Sonic Mania, and Pinball FX3. Stern Pinball Arcade and Pinball FX3 are basically free pinball simulations. But the thing is, you only get one table for both of them. The rest are locked behind DLC, which kind of sucks, but if you're into pinball, you might like it. And then Sonic Mania. Awesome game. This is my favorite Sonic game. It's not because of I'm nostalgic. I hate the modern Sonic games. I don't like colors. I don't like generations. Forces sucks. Buttocks. I want a classic Sonic game that went back to the roots. That's basically the classic Sonic fans in a nutshell. Well, the idiot ones, obviously. But then here you go, fanboys. This is what you've been waiting 20 plus years for. But that's not the reason why I like Sonic Mania. It's because it's a fun game. It really is. And I think before this game, Sonic Unleashed was my favorite Sonic game. Take that as you will, mind you. But yeah, Sonic Mania has dethroned Sonic Unleashed. And it's because it's just so fun being fast and possibly being able to outrun the camera and a bunch of other reasons. And plus, Studiopolis is an awesome zone as to why Sonic Mania is my favorite Sonic game. And then you can get these two pinball things if you want. But be aware of the DLC stuff. Alright, so that's it for all of my digital games. And now let's move on to my physical games. So next! And now, let's begin. So, for all my physical Switch games, I'm going to be opening them all and show you what's inside of them. Because there's got to be like something in a Switch game. But enough of me rambling, let's just actually start, since I've already wasted enough time on the digital games. So, the first game I have is a game that is pretty much synonymous with the Switch already. A game that's not really synonymous with the Wii U. Maybe, sort of, but... And a game that's pretty much synonymous with 2017 and video gaming in general is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Really, what can I say about Breath of the Wild that hasn't been said already? It's a masterpiece. It's 10 out of 10. It's a masterclass of open world game design. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, Breath of the Wild is an amazing game, but it's not perfect. Like, some of the difficulty is a bit off-putting, and you'll hate the Guardians when you first see them, because they'll just one-hit kill you. They'll just burn at your buttocks and just kill you. And you'll just hate their guts at first, because you're not prepared. And the difficulty, the weapon durability, and shrines, divine beasts. Like, I like the divine beasts and most of the shrines. But Breath of the Wild is still an awesome game, even though it's not my favorite game of 2017, and it's only the third Zelda game I've played. And plus, when I got the Switch, this was the only physical game I had, and there wasn't very much to play on the Switch back in April. Then here is the inside, which has this nice image of Linky Boy climbing a mountain and Hyrule Castle in the background with a cartridge. This is what 9th generation of console gaming is going to be like. Cartridges in $60 games. with nothing else in them. Alright, next is Cave Story Plus, which is I'm sure if you know, is an indie platformer, run and gun platformer. That's a remake, I think, of a freeware game from 2004. I don't know much about Cave Story, if you can already tell from my point of view. But this was, I think, the first indie game I got for the Switch, because I got it in June. Again, still wasn't much, so I decided to get this, and I didn't really have the money for it. I didn't really want to get ARMS then, but I still want to get it. The story's it's a good story. It's not like a life-changing video game experience, as the back puts it, but what interested me was what Nicholas does with their games. They put stuff in their games. For Cave Story in particular, they put a soundtrack on a GameCube disc and a manual and an alternate cover which is in Japanese. So I can't read it. And I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. I'm not like all you people out there who want to study Japanese and in the culture. Okay, maybe the culture, but not really the I don't know about the language. And then something else that's not in here is this pouch, which has one of the main characters in it. It's the I think the girl robot. I forgot her name. But Cave Story, fun game, definitely recommended. And then next is a polarizing game, a very polarizing game, one that probably many people would consider one of the worst games of 2017. But for me, I kind of differ. Want to switch? What is it with this game? How come people hate this game? I think for me, I like it because I embrace its stupidity. I know that some of the mini games are just flat out stupid, but if you just get a bunch of buddies with you and just not take it seriously, it's a fun party game for what it is. Not all the mini games are great, but obviously, because milking a cow, why would I want to milk a cow with my buddy sitting across from me? But Samurai Training, Quick Draw, dancing, like some of those are pretty fun. And doing the guitar one, playing air guitar is pretty fun. With doing it with your buddy, pretending like you're in a rock concert. And then here's the inside, which has all 28 mini games shown on it. And so, I think for people just took it way too seriously, and because it was a launch game, and people would just brush it off for Breath of the Wild, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like it. But for me, it's a game I like, but no one else does. Yeah. Our next game, another very polarizing game, Sonic Forces. Now, basically, this is Sonic Mania's not-so-successful cousin. I like Sonic Forces. It's not a perfect game. Like, most of the game is pretty much automated. And there's a lot of... And some of the controls are really weird. Like the heavy jump. That kind of threw me off if you watch my Let's Play, but... Yeah, other than that, and plus the character customization, and you want to, all you like diehard Sonic fans out there, or all the idiots in the Sonic fan base can make their own character now. Why not? So yeah, and plus there are some legitimately good levels, even though the levels are pretty short. And inside, there's no artwork, which I really think this game should have had artwork, but. Has this Joy-Con skin right here. Let me get the rest of it. There's an Episode Shadow add-on right there. It's just saying, hey, go to the eShop and download Episode Shadow now. Then the back of it just shows controls. And then the Super Monkey, not Super Monkey, the Sega costumes for the game. Like, if you got the bonus edition, like, I'm sure now the bonus edition's probably out of print now since I actually pre-ordered the game. But Sonic Forces, take it for what you will. It's a good game, but I would play Sonic Unleashed or maybe Sonic Colors over Forces. But there's some games I like for Forces. Some things I like about Forces over the other ones. Over other Sonic games. And then Batman, the Telltale series. This is actually my introduction to the Telltale games. Right now I'm still on episode 1 of this game. So I haven't really played much of the story, but the story seems to be pretty interesting. I like what they're going with Batman. And I guess because I haven't played much of the game yet. So yeah, not really much so far since I haven't really delved really deep into the game. But it's a Telltale game, so you probably want to play it multiple times to see all the choices. And then inside, if I can open it, there is nothing. All the little craps at Telltale just need to put in artwork. And plus, maybe Telltale will put season 2 on the Switch. And Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. A game that no one expected to be good whatsoever. And yet it won Best Strategy Game at the Game Awards. How very ironic indeed. But Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I was very optimistic when this game was first leaked. And I didn't hate the idea like most people did. I went into the game optimistically. It's like, hey, calm down, people. Give the Rabbids a chance, and maybe they can make a good game out of it. And sure enough, it did, because look right here. Over 50 E3 awards and nominations. And plus, another thing that this game achieved, Nintendo's name is not on it. Ubisoft put their name on it. Thanks, Nintendo, you're actually giving other developers a chance. And yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Fun strategy not RPG, but fun strategy game because anyone who doesn't like the Rabbids can blow up the Rabbids. Pretty much. And then inside here is the pixel pack. Right here on the front. That comes with the game, and then the cartridge, obviously, and then no back cover art. Don't know why, but definitely a game that I would recommend. And plus, it's Mario, just not made by Nintendo. Give it a shot. Tiny Barbarian DX. Now, this game I haven't played a lot of. It's mostly because I got this game the exact same day as another game. So I kind of brushed off and played the other game. But it was Nicholas, so I kind of got it for that, and because I wanted to see what was said of what the game was actually about. And it's a 2D platformer where you slash at snakes. So what's in this Nicholas game? So let's see. There's an alternate cover art. There is this, another one of these pouches, and there's not a magnet, a keychain up here. It's just I didn't decide to leave it in the pouch. And then another manual right here. I like that because I like what Nicholas does. I want to get more of the games by Nicholas. Like I want to get The Binding of Isaac, obviously, and I want to get It'll Do 2+, and The End Is Nigh, and some of the games like from next year, like Runner 3 and what else? Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, I think. But yeah, I seem to really like Nicholas. I think that might be my favorite indie publisher working today, because I haven't played a lot of indie games, but they seem to get me interested in indie games. And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, I think I got this a week after I got my Switch, like early May, because like I said, I got mine in April. And yeah, it's Mario Kart 8. It's Mario Kart 8 with all the DLC, an improved battle mode, and that's pretty much it. Just you have everything unlocked from the get-go. But I'm a person who has a Wii U but does not have Mario Kart 8. What? That's crazy! Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling game on the Wii U. Why would you not have it? Why is that, Jason of Game It Shocks? That's so shocking. Shocking, no. It's because of other games that were coming to the Wii U, like Yoshi's Woolly World, I think. But yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is really fun. I actually liked playing online. I'm a person who doesn't really play online, mostly because I might run into idiots playing with me. But I'm surprised at how fun I actually liked playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have my own room, and it's called for my teams. I put either classy caps or bridesmaids. Another hint to another game coming. So, and inside here is artwork for the controls. See, look at all the options that you could play. You could play with the wheels, the handheld mode, the Pro Controller, the cartridge. No, not the cartridge. Okay, fine, not the cartridge. And then, yes, control guide. Now, if you liked Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, you're definitely going to like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, because if you didn't like the battle mode then, you'll definitely like it now, since it's the normal battle mode. And plus, if you didn't get the game on the Wii U like I did, just get it. And Splatoon 2, which, again, I didn't play Splatoon on the Wii U, so I just went into this completely blind. Now, I watched some gameplay of it, and for some reason, I barely played it. I think it was because as I got it a week before I got Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Maybe that's why, because I was just hyped for a Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle. But I think, let's see, there was a Splatfest recently, and I don't know which one won, action or comedy. I picked comedy, and I think action won. I don't know. I haven't played the game a lot, extensively, so what are you gonna do? But Splatoon 2 is basically Splatoon on Switch. That's pretty much it. Just with some added content. Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, which is basically just a definitive version of Rayman Legends with all the DLC and some new stuff, like the Kung Foot on the back right here. Not much else to say. It's Rayman Legends. Actually, with Splatoon 2, I forgot to show this. There's right here. I guess an alternate cover art for the game, and because it doesn't really say much, saying that look, it's an alternate cover art, but I think it is an alternate cover art. So yeah, there's that. And then what's inside Rayman Legends case, because this is just basically a remaster of an already existing game. And there is really a lot of third-party games for the Switch, even though the Switch is getting much better third-party support than a lot of other Nintendo systems. Nothing. There's nothing in here. But Ubisoft will probably put in something maybe in the future. Except for warranty stuff that no one wants to read, obviously. But definitely a good way to play Rayman Legends. Plus, you can play it portably. And then Lego Worlds, which is just Lego Minecraft. But I feel like there's more stuff to do with this game more than Minecraft in some ways, because you could just do more with Legos than you can with Minecraft blocks, because you have more variety than the Minecraft blocks. And it came with stuff. I played a little bit of the game. Like I'm trying to get all the Lego games past Lego Star Wars, and yes, and it does include Lego Rock Band. I don't know. I want to try Rock Band with Legos. Why not? And then inside is some DLC. Nothing for back cover, and then the cartridge. Not much else. Like you should try it out if you're not into like the other like traditional Lego games. And you can try it out especially if you like Minecraft. And then the Lego Ninjago movie video game, which is a traditional Lego game. It's basically I think this is the first Lego game for this generation. Well, for the Switch. And that's pretty much it. This is some new stuff like the dojos. Like I haven't really played this a lot. I got this like a few days after the movie was released, and I liked the movie. I definitely liked it more than some people, but I think it tried too much to be like the Lego movie in some ways. But in some ways, it tried to be its own thing. It didn't. But it's definitely a bit better than the movie. Just I need to play it more though. Skyrim, another port for the Switch, a port a game that's probably going to be ported to your TV, maybe to your Apple TV. I have no idea. Just imagine playing Skyrim with your Apple TV remote. It'd just be kind of stupid, but Skyrim. It's Skyrim. You get to go Fusruta on the go. And why not? And you get to take down dragons on the go or on the toilet. And then with this game, there is a cool image of the Dragonborn probably going Fusruta or Fusruta by the mountains, and then the cartridge, and then again I keep forgetting, and the Lego Ninjago movie video game has nothing in it but an E10 plus rating on the back. Why is that there? I don't know. Don't ask me, ask Warner Brothers. And Skyrim, and if you want to play Skyrim on the go, go ahead. Maybe not for $60, but I got that as a Christmas gift, so I didn't pay for it. Next! And the very last game I have is a game that I've been hinting to. First off, it's my favorite game of 2017. It's game of the year for me. If you watch some of my videos, you wouldn't know what game it is. But enough stalling. It's Super Mario Odyssey. Yes, I like Super Mario Odyssey more than Breath of the Wild. Yes, I'm that kind of person with the Switch. A person that likes Mario Odyssey more than Breath of the Wild. Plus, well, Breath of the Wild is also in the Wii U, so people have more options. And plus, I think because Breath of the Wild was a launch game for the Switch, it resonated with people more than Mario Odyssey, because this game was released in October. But I think the thing with me is that it stuck to me more, because this was the first game I ever pre-ordered. If you just went with me to the GameStop where I got this, I was hyped for it like crazy. Because ever since the little piece of gameplay from the reveal trailer of the Switch, I got excited. Because it was Mario that I could play on the toilet. Genius! I could possess a T-Rex on the go. I can do it while I'm pooping on the toilet. Why not? And it's just, Mario Odyssey is just an awesome game. This and Galaxy are my favorite Mario games of all time. And yes, I'm kind of fanboying a little bit, but I'm not blind to it. Mario Odyssey still is not perfect. No game is perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. Like, the game is too generous with moons, and some moons are just standing out in the middle of nowhere. And I think that's pretty much. Yeah, but there's probably more flaws I could find with Mario Odyssey, because even with Galaxy, I can also find flaws. But with Mario Odyssey, I think it's because the possession is what really intrigued me about Mario Odyssey. It's really Mario but you can possess a tree, possess a T-Rex, possess a Goomba, possess a Koopa. No, not a Koopa. A Hammer Bro. A lava bubble. Rocks. A piece of meat. Well, yeah, a piece of meat. Why not? And I don't want to spoil the rest of it, because Mario Odyssey is just a phenomenal game. And that's all of my Switch games. So yeah. I'm definitely going to update this. I'll probably do another one of these in June. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching the video. And please comment, like, and subscribe. And next video, I think, is going to be a continuation of my Ratchet & Clank Let's Play. And hopefully I can start doing more Let's Plays, because I'm kind of burned out of doing collection videos. So shock the world and us, amiibros. Goodbye!